Hey gardening friends, so today I thought we'd do a plant spotlight on another native. This is Hardy Ageratum, also goes by mist flower. It has this pretty little purpley blue kind of fluffy flower, and you can see before it opens, flowers kind of like little buttons. This is actually native to the southeastern part of the US, but it does quite well here in my garden. It is hardy to zone 5. And it's September, so it's a fall bloomer. And butterflies, bees, some of our pollinators will land on this and they do enjoy it. I've seen some bumblebees on it and some smaller bees lately. Now this patch is growing in a partly shady spot. It gets morning sun and then afternoon shade, which it seems to really like. It prefers moist soils that don't dry out. I have it in another spot in the garden where it gets way more sun. This spot is full sun and it sulks when it gets dry. And you can see I've been pulling this out. I'm moving it to a shadier spot with more moisture. And I'm gonna put some full sun plants in here. But you can see it's a little bit wilted. This is a dry spot. It does not like it when we go several weeks without rain. And it's usually one of the plants that indicates that I need to get some water going on. So the plant gets to be 1 to 3 feet tall depending on how much moisture you have. It spreads, it will self-sow with seeds, and I will show you its root system. It also mainly spreads rather vigorously by the rhizomes. So you can see how the stems are flattened, they've got nodes, and that's how they spread out. So rhizomes are a modified, usually underground plant stem that can send out roots and shoots from the nodes. It's also called creeping rootstocks. So in the garden, you're going to want to pair it with things that are pretty substantial themselves, like the daylily, or put it in an area where it can run. I'm moving it to an area where it will be able to do its thing and hopefully keep out some garlic mustard. This is supposed to make a good cut flower, and it's good for native gardens, pollinator beds, more naturalized areas. As I said, it does like moisture, so if you have a stream bank or a pond, it might be happy there. It is deer resistant, similar to Joe Pye. The leaves have compound in them that make them bitter, so deer will leave this plant alone. And I'm also lucky because it's one of the plants that tolerates black walnuts. So this is planted right underneath a black walnut and it's doing very well. And the spot that it's going to is also under a black walnut. So if you're looking for some fall color to add to the garden and a native plant to boot that will provide pollen and nectar for your pollinators, give Hardy Ageratum a try. And I don't think I gave the Latin name. I'm going to butcher this. Conoclinium coelestinum. It was a eupatorium, but it did get recategorized along with Joe Pye and many of the other ones. So a good plant for your butterfly gardens and more native areas. Enjoy!